Good morning. This is the Valley Voices program on 94.7 WMS and Odyssey. This is a weekly public service show that highlights local organizations, community groups, and loyal listeners like you who are dedicated to improving the local community. Hello, I'm your host, Matt Peterson from Odyssey and 94.7 WMS. And today we have the pleasure of talking to Nicole Nell from Visual Sound Productions. Good morning, Nicole. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by and joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited.
Fantastic. Well, Nicole, you are a fellow DJ friend of mine, so thank you for helping out the local community as a DJ. What has been your past history?
All right, so a little bit about me. I'll give you kind of like the shortened version of it all. I feel like everybody has their story when they get into this industry where it's like I never expected in a million years to be in the position that I'm in. In my previous career, I was a professional dancer, professional choreographer. And life just takes you on a different turn, and
Very much so, yeah.
Yes, very much so. So, long story short, I ended up having a lot of health issues, which stopped my career in the dance world.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So, super grateful that it happened, and in the grand scheme of things.
Now, Nicole, I have to ask you, growing up, what did you think you wanted to be?
I wanted to be a professional dancer.
Professional dancer?
Yep.
So, how many years did you spend as a professional dancer before you?
Well, I was dancing for about 15 years, but I was doing it professionally for probably about 7 or 8.
7 or 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So being a dancer, so you had music in your blood all the time, you're dancing, having a great time, and then you discovered DJing?
So my students are the ones who discovered DJing for me. They always enjoyed all the music I was playing in class. And then one random day, my student came up to me and was like, "Hey, Miss Nicole, can you DJ a fundraiser that I have?" Because we had some fundraisers going on.
Yes, the old fundraiser.
Yes, the old fundraiser. And I'm like, well, I'm not a DJ.
Those to this day, yes.
Hey, it's for the kids, right? For the children.
Absolutely. But still doing that. So you started with a couple of started DJing. What is your actual DJ name?
Yeah, small gigs. No, I didn't even have a name because I didn't even want to be a DJ. I was just doing it for my students. And then, when I fell ill and I was like, okay, I know I need to change career paths. And I was like, you know what? I was getting such great feedback from, emceeing the events and DJing the events. And I'm like, I can see myself going all in on this. So literally on my couch, started a website, started a email, and then I started my company. Yeah, and then I started the company. It was originally called Infinite Entertainment, and I started it in 2011. It was just me as a solo DJ, and then it eventually just started to grow.
So I was in 2011, and today you're here to talk about Visual Sound Productions. What does that mean? What is that?
Correct. So Visual Sound Productions, people know it as the acronym VSP. And VSP is a multi-op production company. So we have 4 expert divisions within it. So we have a wedding division, which I personally run, and I'm a DJ, a part of it. So we offer full-service weddings for clients. So we have services that range from, DJs, live musicians. We do lighting design, special effects, photo booth rentals, and videography as well. So one-stop shop type of deal.
Very nice. It seems you have to be that nowadays. Definitely involved with lots of different activities. In terms of productions, what does Visual Sound Productions bring to the full productions?
So as far as the productions go, we do the larger scale events where we take care of everything from staging to trussing to, day of run a show. And we also fulfill audio-visual rental needs as well.
Very nice. So you're talking projectors, you're talking up lighting, mood lighting, atmosphere lighting, all those things together there.
So, LED walls, the whole grand.
Do you do video walls and LED walls as well? Fantastic. So where is VSP Visual Sound Productions located?
It is now conveniently located on 130 Union Street, currently under construction in Springfield, Massachusetts.
And there's a history about that. You're kind of glazing over real quick, but you are the actual owner of the building now?
Yes, I am the owner of the building and president of the company.
President of the company, owner of the building, and you said it's undergoing renovations right now. There's a few things going on in the renovations. What is the actual mission statement for VSP?
So our mission statement is to create, capture, and celebrate people's pivotal moments in their lives.
Very nice. Create, capture, and photograph and provide sound and visual effects for it. Fantastic. So that is good. How many staff do you have at VSP?
We have 6 full-time staff, and we have about 10 subcontractors that we use for the events.
Okay. So what is you said you're your vice president and executive director, or what is your position with VSP?
President.
President. So you're president. Who else is involved with VSP?
So, as I previously mentioned before, we have four divisions. So, another division is our multimedia division, and I have multimedia director. His name is Aiden McDonald, and he is the one that runs that part of it. We with VSP Multimedia, we collaborate with a bunch of small businesses and help grow their brand through high quality video production and digital content creations. So we do a lot of commercials for, for our clients and social media content, headshots, whatever they really need. And then we have one other one that is the talent agency part of it. We actually have a roster of DJs and live musicians that we represent across the country and
I'm
book
familiar
them
with a
all
few
over.
of them,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, Nicole, what would you like to tell our listening audience this morning about VSP? You've got a brand new building. It's going through many renovations. How long have you been working on the building?
It's been under renovation since March, actually. So about almost 3 months now, and we have one more month to go. And we're gonna do a soft opening just for our staff, and then about next year, we want it to be fully ready to go to open up to the public.
Very nice. Now, when you open up to the public, what type of events are you looking at hosting at VSP, the location?
So it's more so of like a creative resource for creatives. So inside the building, there's going to be multiple areas that we're going to have that will be available for the community, and that was the whole thing. The reason I wanted to be downtown. I love Springfield. I want to bring the community together and offer a lot of resources to people. So we're going to have a recording studio, such as this right
We
here.
were talking before in the microphone about some ideas about acoustics and things like that, yes?
Yeah, all the fun details.
Now, your location is an old church. Explain a little bit of the history and why did you choose that location, other than being in downtown Springfield? Of course.
Yeah, there's a lot of history in it. So I specifically wanted that location because I wanted to be in the heart of Springfield, and I love seeing now people starting to walk downtown and starting to go out more, and it's just nice to see the city being more lively. And a lot of the old abandoned buildings are now getting bought and renovated. So I feel like Springfield is almost getting reborn.
A little bit of an uptick of movement going on in downtown Springfield, definitely.
Yeah. But it was built in 1896. It was originally a church.
Historical, yeah.
Yeah, and it had many lives since then, but it's been abandoned for about 8 years. When I purchased it, it needed a lot of love. We gutted the whole entire thing, and we're building it from the ground up.
So you mentioned 8 years. It's been a lofty goal, 8 years. What have you done to the building since taking it over 8 years ago or 3 months ago?
Oh no. What we've done is we've gutted the whole thing, and right now we're in the process of reframing. We put in brand new electrical, HVAC, plumbing.
It's an old building in 1896. I believe it needs a little bit of changes here and there.
Yeah, a little bit of love, but yeah, the previous owner, wasn't doing anything with it, and it's been vacant for 8 years.
8 years, wow. So, what what drew you to downtown Springfield? Was it the nightlife originally? Was it activities? Was it the events? What drew you to downtown Springfield?
I was born and raised in Springfield.
Local girl.
Yeah, local girl. I love the city, and yes, I'm a lady now. Keep forgetting I'm an adult. It's a tough time. 30s are a weird age.
You're only as old as you feel. You're only as young as you feel, I should say. Yeah.
No, I just love the city, and I feel like it needed a little bit of love, and I wanted to be a part of the rebirth of it. And the reason why I wanted to be downtown specific is, and especially to buy a building that has a large parking lot adjacent to it. I want to host events. I've already started talking to the city and other businesses. Throw epic block parties. We have all the means to do so. Like I said, as far as the creative space. We're going to have a recording studio for people, videography studio, photography studio. We're going to have a showcase room where we're already going to have like built-in lighting scenes. So if somebody maybe wants to take one of their, social media content to the next level, they can do that. And then in the parking lot.
Let's hear it for the green screens.
Yeah, we can do some cool stuff. Like we're like super extra.
We were talking before about the idea of Zoom and how wonderful it is. And technology is wonderful when it works. When it doesn't, you're ready to curse it sometimes. And we can both attest to that this afternoon. So.
Absolutely. You can't live with it and can't live without it. So one of those things.
Technology is definitely one of the things. And you, as a president of VSP, how do you envision things? How do you envision events going at your location? Now, growing up right here in Springfield, I'm sure you have many memories in Springfield. Name one of them. Name your first memory of downtown Springfield.
I remember, because like I said, I was a dancer beforehand. Our dance studio used to perform at the Pancake Breakfast, and I loved how, the city was shut down. Everybody was down there, and it was just so nice. It was something for the kids, something for the adults. So I want to host more events like that.
Definitely always a good time at the Springfield Pancake Breakfast. And we called it before the world's largest pancake breakfast, and we have a bet going with another town in South Dakota, I believe it was this year, Minnesota or South Dakota. This year we were there presently for the radio station, and what an amazing time! It was packed. Downtown Springfield's packed. I don't know if they set a record, but if they didn't, I'd be very, very surprised. It was an absolute beautiful time. The rain held off for most of it. It was a beautiful time. So thank you to Judy, Matt, and of course, thank you to all the Spirit of Springfield putting on that great event.
Yes.
Pancake breakfast, a wonderful time each and every year. If you've never been, I definitely recommend and highlight that you go next year. It will be in May of next year again as well. So Springfield Pancake Breakfast. So you mentioned dancing. What brought you to the music scene?
So, like I said, once I decided,
Mentioned your
okay,
students, but
this
dancing.
this is what I'm going to do as far as changing careers. You know, because I didn't really have a choice, and I'm not one of those people. I can't imagine myself 9 to 5 behind a desk type of thing. And
You and me both, sister. You and me both.
yeah, not my vibe. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go with this route. And you know, the company ended up exploding so much that I ended up having to hire people to help me out. And then the next thing you know, we started adding on additional services like photo booth and videography. And then I had to duplicate myself because there was only so many, as I'm sure you know, being a DJ, there's only so many days in a week that you can actually host events.
Yes,
And it's tough.
I always tell people, I said, just because you want to host an event doesn't mean people are going to show up and they're going to be there. So one of the things with being a professional DJ is you have to promote, practice, promote it again, perform, and then of course always go back and look at your rehearsal and performance again. So it's practice, repeat, perform, practice, repeat, perform, promote, all those things. There's the 4 P's of being an entertainer, and you have to be actively involved in all those things. So you as the not vice president, as president of VSP.
El Presidente.
No, as president of Visual Sound Productions, what does it mean to be a female DJ in the new age?
I know. I actually love it. You automatically, when you walk into the room, head starts to turn because they're so used to seeing male DJs. And actually, every time I show up at an event, people always think that my assistant is the DJ and that I'm the assistant. So it's funny, but I love it. I always take advantage of, you know, of that attention because they're like, okay, like, you know, who is this girl? You know, is she actually going to be a good DJ? Because, you know, you can't blame people for not, you know.
It never made any sense to be people going, well, she's a DJ. She can't. You can know music. You can know how to get people actively involved in the dance floor or dance crowd or anything. And it's like, just because it's a male or female, it shouldn't make any bit of a difference.
No, not at all.
It's like, do you have the talent? Do you have the skills? Do you have the personality? Do you know what you're doing to provide that dance floor a great night? And it always amazes me. Oh, she can't be a DJ. Why? And nowadays with karaoke and the video products, projection and stuff, women can do the same exact job as any male.
Yeah.
If not better, you know, same exact job. So
it's one of those things that you got to kind of be born with it. Like you have to have that charisma, be able to be, you know, present on the mic.
You have to be confident. You have to be confident in your skills and your skill level, and
being able to read.
Not take any you know what from people.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, I'm here. This is what I'm gonna do, and this and that. But with that as well, being a professional DJ, you always have to be precise and you have to be confident and you have to be clear in what you're gonna do. Right? So, as a president of Visual Sound Productions, you're the face of the company. You're also the lady behind the company, pushing all the buttons to make sure everything goes and flows. So how does that work in your daily schedule as well? You mentioned you're not a 9 to 5 person, but how? I mean, I know the answer to this question. Per event, how many hours do you think you spend in the office or in the background getting ready for an event?
Oh my God, at least 20 hours.
That's just for any event. That's even for a 4 or 5 hour event easily. A wedding, the average bride right now would say she'd rather quit her full-time job than plan her whole entire wedding.
Oh yeah,
and that is intense. It's a lot of hours. For a wedding, for a 5 or 6 hour wedding, typical average wedding, let's face it, most weddings can go 10, 12 hours.
Oh yeah.
Some can go a day or two in length as well, depending on the culture, depending on the background. And
even just meeting with them and obtaining the music and getting to know their timeline, connecting with their other vendors.
It could be 40 to 50, if not more hours.
Yeah.
People
for one event.
Go, why do you charge so much? It's like, is it really charging that much? If you think about it, if the average bride or the average couple or couple get married took the time to plan their wedding, all the stuff that we as professional DJs provide to them is amazing. And they don't think about that. You go, you're only there for 5 hours. No, it's a lot more. And what always gets me is, as a DJ, you're the first one there and you're the last one to leave every single event. It amazes me.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you realize all that stuff that goes into it? And I don't think they necessarily do.
Because we make it look so easy. That's
Yeah,
the whole point,
you're just pushing buttons.
Yeah.
No, it's a lot more to that. It's definitely a lot more to that.
No, it's a lot. It's a lot. But that's why it's important when you talk to the couples, you explain to them, your value and what you're going to be providing, and it's not just
And it's
the
your
day of.
experience as well.
Yes.
It's bringing your experience, it's bringing your knowledge, it's bringing your skills, all those things to the actual event, and people don't think about that. It's just, and here's the other great thing I love. Well, you provide your own equipment. Of course, we're providing our own equipment. If you wanted to rent that equipment, add that on to
Yes.
add to things as well.
Yes.
It's crazy.
And it's expensive. It's not
Yeah.
cheap. Get the good
No,
stuff.
and we were talking before about like even soundproof a room or making acoustic. Okay, go with what you have. Start off with what you have. Obviously, don't go into debt, but your equipment should pay for itself within 3 to 5 or 10 events. That's pretty much the limit. So if you borrow a loan or borrow into something, within at least 3, 5, or 10 events of using that equipment, it should be paid for.
Absolutely.
For those young DJs out there, think what you have. Start with what you have.
Yeah, you got to start from the bottom and work your way up. You know?
Exactly, and that is that. So you've been DJing for
I've
15
been
years now?
so 2011 is when I started the company. So that's when I say, hey, that's when I really started DJing. Well, started making money, right?
Oh,
yeah.
you mean you're making money? You want to get paid?
Yes. Compensated for your time.
Yes. That is very big. But where did you get your first start? You mentioned your students. You mentioned your dance students.
Correct.
Name a couple of the first events you had.
Like I said, fundraisers and birthday parties.
Yep. I wouldn't say easy events, and I've always been attracted to those events. They're great, and you want to help out your friends and family, but of course, those are the first people that say, hey, can you DJ this party for me? Can you help me out? Can you do this? Can you do this? And then after that, you branch out, you start going more, and again, you mentioned the fact that people started appreciating what you're doing as the DJ, as an entertainer. They started appreciating what you're doing, and they started hiring. And then you branch out and you go further and further and further and further and further.
That's all it takes. Just do a good job, and that will resonate with people.
Word of mouth is probably the biggest bit of advice, but you do have to do advertising as well. You have to pay your dues, and you definitely have to put in the long, hard, boring work. That's one of the things that people talk about.
I've never
Long,
done
hard, boring-
advertising. I've actually never done it.
Well, no, word
yeah.
of mouth. I'm saying advertise your company, advertise your business yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the number one thing, because you are the face of VSP.
Trying
Well,
not
being
to
the
be.
president, right.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be. I'm trying to really highlight it as I have, because we have, I don't do it all, because we have 4 expert divisions. I have staff that are experts in their own division, and I'm an expert at mine.
The word she's looking for right now is delegate.
Yes, delegate, not suffocate.
Delegate. Yes. Delegate.
Yes.
And of course, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, that's big as well.
have
And that's in any job you do. Know how to delegate, know your strengths, weaknesses, know what you're going to do, know what you're going to provide, know what you're going to do moving forward.
Absolutely.
So moving forward with VSP, Visual Sound Productions, please go ahead and mention the mission statement once again.
Yep. So our mission is to create, capture, and celebrate people's pivotal moments in their lives.
And the objectives of VSP right now moving forward is to what?
So right now it's just to provide epic events for everybody and to bring those epic events to the community.
So here we are. We are filming this in the month of May 2024. You say you've got about another month or so of reconstruction happening at the location.
Correct.
What is your actual location of VSP again?
It's 130 Union Street, Springfield, Massachusetts.
Right in downtown Springfield. And what do you see happening, say, within the next 6 months? What do you hope to have happen at Visual Sound Productions?
Power? No, I'm just kidding.
That's important, yes.
So I hope for my staff to go in there, and I because it's going to be a lot, just moving all the equipment and all of our assets, and just really outfitting the space and getting it ready to open up to the community to have those resources for a lot of other creatives. And we're going to start talking about doing collaborative workspaces with other companies, because I know when I started out, I wish that I had a space to meet with clients, and rather than meeting at Starbucks every weekend, we're going to have a lot of additional rooms for conferences and open offices and editing rooms that we're going to have open to people. So
You had mentioned a soft opening. Do you have a date for that in mind yet?
not yet.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm sure you'll come back on Valley Voices and let us know when that date is coming up for a soft opening of Visual Sound Productions. So moving forward again, once that happens,
Yep.
within the next 6 months to a year, you're hoping to have and start hosting epic events like some weddings. You talking weddings? You talking DJ club?
So it's not a
nightclub?
venue. It's not a venue.
it's not a venue,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not a venue. I keep telling everybody that. Some people are so when I'm saying hosting events, like I mean like we are gonna shut down Main Street and we're gonna, put up, staging.
So
and
Visual Sound
lighting.
Productions is actually not a venue,
No.
but it's a location where Visual Sound Productions is going to
Our
have
headquarters.
as their headquarters.
Yep, exactly. And we're just going to utilize our parking lot for some community events. So every week we're going to have food trucks there. So I know a lot of food truck owners. Shout out to Wicked Whisk. She's one of our favorite food trucks that we go to, and I know she has a hard time finding places to park her truck. So mine as well.
Again, you
utilize
have to not
it.
only have power, you have to have permits. You have to have permission.
Yep.
You have to have your license. You have to have your virtualizer license or victualizer license.
A
There's
lot.
lots of things going into having a business, and those are all things that you have with Visual Sound Productions, of course.
And we want to offer that
Right.
to other people.
So you're offering that as well. So let's talk about the space again, your
Yeah.
headquarters. How big is it?
It's about 7,000 square feet.
7,000 square feet. And I know you're plotting and picking out which area you want to be your office.
Oh, I already picked that one. I'm like, whoop, top corner, all the windows overlooking MGM. It's a beautiful, beautiful scene.
Fantastic. Yeah, Union Street is beautiful. Of course, it is adjacent right next to MGM and stuff, so you've got that going for you there. Big events coming up. Anything you're working on currently right now?
Well, right now I am going to be DJing for my personal things that people can see me. You could always catch me at MGM or Foxwoods for public events, and I just got booked to do the VIP section for the Pitbull concert in September.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited for that. So if you guys want to party with me before the concert,
I
we
love
can do
Mr.
something
Dally
like that.
305 Pitbull. He is absolutely fantastic.
That's it.
I've
That's
had
my
the pleasure
boy.
of seeing him live as well. Saw him in Vegas, and what a show he puts on. Absolutely fantastic. So, yep.
And you could
I saw
also
him at one of our DJ conferences, one of our local DJ conferences as well, and
Did you? That's
absolutely
epic.
fantastic. Yep.
I love that. Well, I love the DJ community. And I will be speaking at Wedding MBA in Vegas this year. So if there's any other wedding professionals that are listening and or even other DJ owners that are interested in becoming a multi-op, I'm going to be doing a presentation in Vegas about that. Just letting people know my story, my journey, and little tips and tricks on how to break into that space.
As another member of the local DJ associations and things, and former vice president and former advisory board member of local DJ association, the National Association of Mobile Entertainers, I'd like to listen to everyone that if you are a female DJ or if you're a female and you want to become a DJ, start now. Start now. Don't let anybody tell you no. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. You can do it. And DJ Nicole Nell is here to tell you today that you can do that. Go ahead and don't take no for an answer. If you love being a DJ or being an entertainer, start doing it now. Go out and do it, and don't take no for an answer. Just because you receive a no once doesn't mean when you come back around to that venue or the next event, you're going to get a no again. Keep trying, keep striving, keep thriving. You will become a wonderful DJ as well. So, Nicole, thank you so much for stopping on by. Is there anything else you'd like to mention about Visual Sound Productions?
No, I think that sums everything up. I think the best thing to do is we're constantly doing new events. And if anybody is interested in what we're doing or wants to see where we are or see any of us perform, definitely just follow us on our social media at Visual Sound Prod. And my personal information is DJ Nikki Nell. That's NICKINELL. So you can kind of follow our journey with everything. And I'm super excited because I don't have any dates yet. Definitely stay up to date with us. We'd love to see you at the grand opening or at some of these community events that we're going to be hosting.
I mentioned location once again of Visual Sound Productions.
Yep.
Visual
He'll
Sound
edit that out. 130 Union Street, Springfield, Massachusetts. Cannot wait.
And do you have a phone number for VSP?
What was that?
Do you have a phone number? Is there a
Phone number. 413-636-3015. And the best email to reach us at is info@visualsoundprod. That's PROD.com.
Thank you very much. All right, Nicole, thank you very much for joining us on Valley Voices. I am your host, Matt Peterson from 94.7 WMS and Odyssey. If you'd like to appear on Valley Voices, please email matt.peterson@odyssey.com for more information. Please join us next week for another exciting episode of Valley Voices. Please remember, be kind to each other, stay safe, stay healthy, and keep on enjoying rocking those dance floors. Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate it.